What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing a pop-up 5K race put on by Sir Walter Running. I'm actually just doing a warm-up now. I just found the starting line, so let's see how quick we can go. I specifically had to check on Strava what my PR was. Apparently it's a 1904. We're not doing that today, but we'll still push it. Today's definitely just gonna be fun. It's a warm day, but warm sunny day. We'll see how hard we can go. But yeah, if you like running content, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's see how this goes. I'll try to film as much as I can, and we'll recap back at the place. All right. It's a beautiful day.
Let's go!
Oh, thin bridge.
Get a little pace.
These guys are cooking.
Good job.
No. Okay, my friends, we are back in the apartment and we are going to talk about that pop-up Sir Walter Running 5K total blast. I did pretty great for me, but let's take a look at the stats and, we'll talk a little bit about the shoes and then a little bit about some things I want to change with my overall running, we'll call it economy and form. But the race, obviously 3.1 miles, 3.11 miles according to Strava. Elevation was very minimal. I think maybe like 80 feet throughout. I'm assuming it was even less. It felt super flat. I averaged 625s per mile. We'll break those down. It was a 616, 620, and then burnt up a little bit with a 639. I knew that last mile was not going to be my fastest, but what are you going to do? Still pretty darn fast for me. A lot of fun running with this group. It was about 30, 40 people. So the race feel, the hype was there. And yeah, for someone who's training a lot of slow miles, it's always a good time getting out there and seeing what you can do at the 5K distance. It's always a pretty good test to see what your fast twitch muscles are doing out there. And honestly, didn't disappoint, but definitely had some takeaways, which I'll talk a little bit more about in the form. So the Saucony Endorphin Speed version 2s at this pace, 625 average pace. This is what they were meant to do. They're meant to do those interval workouts, those speed workouts. And this is the first time I've worn them in that race environment. And I have to say, Power Run PB held up amazing. It's great cushion, but it's not too much. The nylon plate adds kind of a sense of stability, right? Because of how soft the midsoles are. So you've got the stability and that tiny pop from the nylon plate, making it the perfect shoe. Honestly, other than, I think it's kind of the perfect shoe for like 5K, 10K. If you are going longer miles, I think then the carbon plate kind of comes into effect and is more and more useful. But honestly, I do still feel that the Endorphin Speed is really the perfect shoe for the rest of us. And what do I mean by that? The non-elites, the non-full marathon, almost elites, We're just your normal people who are trying to have a great shoe that can do all kinds of races, all kinds of speed workouts, and even slower long runs. And I think the Endorphin Speed, obviously I've seen it prove well at everything else. And now I get to see the version 2 prove really well at that 5K kind of all out pace, which is dope. That's good feedback, Kyle. It's dope. And then finally, I just wanted to add that one thing I noticed about my form in that last third mile is that things were really starting to go and I was really starting to reach. Now I'm a midfoot to heel striker, which is kind of frowned upon, but like hasn't really done too much damage to me as far as I'm aware. When I start reaching, that's when things I think get really dangerous, because then I'm reaching and you're making that counter efficient contact with the ground where you're trying to move forward, but your contact with the ground is countering your forward movement. So all the effort you're putting into moving forward is you're putting even extra effort into going backwards. One thing I really want to work on now is kind of raising my cadence a little bit, with the hopes of doing quicker turnover, slightly maybe smaller strides, and hopefully less reaching. Your feet, I'm not giving my feet time to reach ahead of me. And ultimately, obviously, posture comes into that, having good posture from ankle to head, straight through the body, which I tend to struggle with a little bit. I am not, the all around perfectly built runner, but I'm doing my best out there. So that is one kind of big takeaway for me on form and efficiency that I'd like to work on in the coming months ahead. Okay, my friends, that is going to wrap up this video. We ran the 5K Sir Walter pop-up 5K. Is the last Wednesday of every month, and I will be doing another one next month. Hopefully, as long as I'm feeling okay and everything checks out, hopefully you got something out of the video. Please like, comment, or subscribe. Let me know if you want to have any questions or want to add to the discussion. Drop it down in the comments, and enjoy yourselves out there. Enjoy yourselves on the run, and I will see you in the next video. Peace, guys. Tough ender there. A little bit of a different angle here. Normally I'm shooting over there. Now I'm shooting right here. I think it's gonna be better. And hopefully I can just leave everything where it is. So I can just go beep, bop, boop next time I wanna make a video. You know what I mean?